Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? Okay, good to see you guys again. All right, welcome. Welcome to this. First of all, yeah, thank you for joining me here. So I've been told that there's a lot of people actually joining me today. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, I appreciate your time. I know some of you wake up very early in the morning or stay up very late at night. And no matter where you are, whether you're in Malaysia, Singapore, the state, Europe, or no matter where you are, I would like to express my deepest appreciation to all of you today for taking your time to do this. So, before we start, I would like to actually communicate with all of you here, do some interaction here. So, the way that now let me check first. Oh, we have 1,500 attendees right now. Okay, so thank you. Wow, there's okay. All right. So if since there are so many people here, so I cannot actually see you using a webcam. Otherwise, it will be actually jam up the system. So the way I can interact with you here is through the chat box. All right. So I want all of you here to do one thing. You pay attention to chat box where I can send message to me and to the rest of the team and all the attendees here. So I want you to set the options to everyone, right? Because some of you here, the message that you are sending here only targeted to panelists only, right? Can you guys just do some checking on that side, right? So make sure do that part, right? Just change the setting, change to everyone instead of to panelists, so your message can be actually seen by everyone, right? So okay, yeah, I like a huge crowd. How many of you here like to have been around with a lot of people? Yeah, so I still remember when I was young. Yeah, like a lot of people enjoy the time together, right? Yes. So I see all of you here is a big family here, right? We are talking here today. Okay, cool. Thank you. So I still see some of you haven't set yet, right? Judith, right? Can you set beside to panelists? You set to panelists and attendees, so your message can be seen by everyone. Guys, everyone, please. Yeah, look there. All right. Okay, cool. So now, once you're done here, so now I want all of you here to do one thing, right? The first thing for today webinar here, I want all of you here to actually type in the chat box right now the country you're from or where you are right now. I want to see in the chat box right now. Okay, Croatia, UK, Malaysia, Singapore, Switzerland, Canada. Okay, it's too fast. Belgium, Philippines, Cambodia. Okay, Czech Republic, Australia, Indonesia. Okay, I'm sorry I cannot actually spell your name because the chat is too fast. Okay, but yeah, cool. All right, nice to see all of you here from different part of the world, and this actually make me feel, one thing is I this is something is my own thing, right? So I always hope that Chinese metaphysics can be actually practiced by no matter, because it's not a religion, right? So it's supposed to be practiced by everyone or anywhere in the world. So the fact that you're joining from different parts here, so I'm glad, yeah, to see all of you here today. Okay, all right. So now, thank you, yeah, thank you for actually typing in the chat box. And you, as you know, if you actually this probably will be your second time or the third time you actually attended my webinar, and it's very easy to make me happy, right? So it's very easy as long you participate in the chat box. You become very responsive on it. Whenever I ask question, you respond to it. I become very happy, and when I become happy, I accidentally will share more stuff with everyone. Do you like more stuff or not? Additional contents, bonus contents. Okay, all right. So I don't know what time I'm going to end today, but I'll say that depends, right? Depends on the interaction here and all those things here, and yeah, try your best to stay till the end, right? Because I have a bonus for everyone here. Yeah, do you want bonus, right? So we reserve the best in the end, right? So I'm sure you're going to like it. Okay, so now today we're going to talk about one very I would say very important topic in astrology. Yeah. So and why this is important, because this is a part that actually directly affected our future. Yeah. So which means that it's an instrumental component that actually dictate our destiny. Right. So this is the part that I'm going to talk about, and the technical terms is love pillar. right? They're using the term luck pillar. Yeah. So, and though I know some of you here are very new. Yeah, you might probably this is the first time you heard about the word luck pillar, but they're afraid not. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, so you don't need to have any background in Chinese metaphysics or whatsoever to able to benefit from this program here. So, yeah, before I start this webinar, I've been told that some of you here probably this is the first time you are seeing me. How many of you here is the first time? Right, this is the first time you're joining this kind of webinar. Right. So, okay, I see Si Hui Yo, Samantha, Louis, okay, Guat Louis Ku. Okay, all right. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Probably this is the first time you're seeing me. And if this is your first time, probably you don't know what you're doing here, right? You might say, hey, yeah, I also don't know, my friend sent me a link and then I just happen I'm free. I just log in here, right? And then I don't know who is this guy, yeah, talking here. So let me just do some brief introduction, about who am I? Right. So my name is Iverson Lee. I'm a consultant, speaker, and an instructor from Joe Yap Consulting Group. So today I'm going to be I would say, going to share with you something that I practice, yeah, for the last 7 years that I think is important, right? So because being a consultant, I have the privilege to meet with different people from around the world, different background, different belief system, and different walks of life. So the more I see them, then I start to actually compile data, right? I start to see pattern, right? Some pattern of success. There will be also a pattern of failure, right? So I get all this information, I do research, until a point that I see that, hey, I think that this information is useful. Then I say, hey, I guess that would be a time I'm going to share with everyone. So this is how I kickstart my journey in Chinese metaphysics. And I see myself, I'm still a student. A lot of people say, hey, I'm Sifu. I'm not, right? So I'm a students just like every one of you here. The only difference here today, I'm the one do the talking. All right. Okay. Yeah. So I've been in this group here. There's a lot of people. They're also very into Chinese metaphysics, right? So for me, I learn it. So when I do webinar, I always have one thing in mind, right? So because in a webinar, it's like at most like 2 hours. So I was thinking, how can I actually make impact, or I can share with every one of you here something, that at least, right, after you listening to me for the last after the 2 hours here, you will able to think differently about your life. Don't you think this is important? Right, every time you listen to not just my webinar, right, any courses or any teacher you're learning from, right? So after you attending any class or webinar, I want you to actually do a self checkup, right? Are you actually think differently or not? Are you a different person, yeah, compared to 2 hours before you learning the course, right? So this is very important, So I noticed that, because if it's not, there are a lot of time we might just enjoy ourselves, feel happy, we entertain, right? But in the end, nothing happened. Okay. Yeah. So this is the question I constantly ask myself, right? How can I actually help everyone here to think differently, probably about themselves, right? Or probably about the way they see life, or more importantly, also, I would say that the way you use astrology, right? Because astrology is a system, but yet different people use the system differently. Therefore, they got different results. Okay, so therefore, this is a part that I discover is very important. More important than the knowledge itself about astrology is how you're using it. So therefore, I would like to start with asking all of you here, if you are no longer a beginner, you already learned something about BaZi or Feng Shui achievement. Why do you learn astrology? Why do you use it? Right? Do you mind to share with me a little bit here by typing in the chat box right now? And also, I want to know, right? Yeah, why? What is the driving force to learn Chinese astrology? Because by knowing that, you determine, right, how far you can go in this field here. Okay, some okay. Kenny Ng say improve life or so fast. Okay, once you get, I think I owe already. I cannot catch up with all the the chat box is way too fast for me. I guess I'm old. Okay, all right. Okay, help people. I see. I just read out your comment. All right. So I try to pronounce the name at the same time, but I don't think it's possible right now. So curiosity, understanding people, understanding energy, overcome COVID. Wow, that's a bold goal here. All right. So foresight, into information and potential, interest and curiosity. All right, okay. So seems like all of you here have a clear reason. You know, some of you here say they want to help others. That's really good, right? So those actions are commendable. Good. So if you are already new here, probably you're just curious, right? You want to know what a lot of people talk about BaZi, right? So what is it really all about? How many of you here your pure your pure the reason is because you're just curious, right? You just want to know more. How many of you type the word me? Okay, nice. Right. Okay, you want to know what can it help you, right? Okay, so I would say no matter what is the reason you're typing in here, I truly believe, right? That all of you here subconsciously you want to have a better future. Am I right? Of course, not the better past, right? You cannot change the past. Right? Of course, not the present. The present, you're listening to me, right? You can't do anything right now, but subconsciously, you hope that by learning this, yeah, you might use different reason to it. You hope to have a better future. So, and the thing here is we have a definition or a different version of what a better future is, right? So, and you also agree. I know that you also agree with me when I say that our definition of better future will change along the way. Agree? Right? 10 years ago, what you want is drastically different from what you want right now. Correct or not? So they keep changing, right? So what is your version of better future right now? Right. So type in the chat box. I want you to participate. Right? Move your body. Come on. Okay. All right. Yeah. So what is a better version? Okay. Some of you say no COVID, no pandemic. All right. That one is for is for the world. Okay. Good. So financial freedom, nice. Okay. Rich, better life. But if you're saying better life means that you need to define what is a better life is, right? Okay. More consciousness, better understanding of yourself. Okay, cool. Healthy. All right, nice. All of you have a goal. Why this is important? Yeah. So that's the reason I'm asking you this question here. Is because by knowing that, right? If you don't know the reason, if you can't answer my question just now, then you cannot use astrology effectively. Yeah, because to you probably just stare at a blank piece of paper, nothing happened, right? So the first step, right? If you want to benefit from learning what kind of astrology, doesn't matter, be it BaZi, Qimeng, or Feng Shui. Yeah, the first thing here is to define what is your better future is. I know you will change along the way. It's fine. Yeah, what I want you to know is to know now, right? What is a better future? And because if you knew it, then you're starting the first path of designing your destiny, right? So why? Because when you know it, then you can do one thing, very important thing. You can prepare. Do you think this preparation is important, right? The whole reason, yeah, we learn astrology is we can get prepared. Yeah, you think about this. Why your parents send you to school? Why they emphasize that you must actually go to school and then get your cert? Because they want you to get prepared, right? For what? For a better future. Do you see how we actually do this every time? And how about all of you here, those have kids, right? Why you send them to school? Right? So you want them also to get prepared for what? Better future. So why is the reason you learn astrology? Also the same thing. So the thing here is the cool part about astrology is it helps you to give you a lot of information about, I would say, probable future, so you can actually plan better, right? For example, like if you discover that, hey, in the next 10 years, you have huge opportunities to become a CEO of the company, right? So you need to get prepared right now, right? Because if you don't do anything, those things will not happen. Even the so-called the chart says that you have those opportunities. Make sense, right? So therefore, the best way, from my perspective, the best way to learn astrology is to prepare. So this to answer the very question, the main fundamental question of the purpose of astrology, right? I see that the purpose of astrology is allow us to actually take a peek, right, about the future, our probable future, so we can return back to the present moment and live differently. How many of you here agree with this? Right? There are two parts here, right? You want to take a peek on the future, so but it's not happening yet, right? So you want to come back at the present moment, and then you live differently. Okay. All right. So if you, let me give a scenario. If you know that there are certain a certain future that you able to read from your chart, which in fact I'm going to share with you later, and then you return back to the present moment and you didn't change anything, you don't live differently. So is astrology now become useful for you or not? No, right? Yeah. If you know that you have a health crisis in the next 5 years, yeah, it's a very scary. Yeah, it's not looking good. But now you realize it's not happening yet, right? So if you come back to the present moment, you make a lot of changes. You actually lead a healthier lifestyle. You know, you do everything you can to make your body stronger. Then, which means that you already live differently. Then how you change your destiny, right? So therefore, when we look at the future, yeah, so that one is only one part. The second part here, once you know it, do you I would say live differently or not, right? Therefore, this is the part that we're going to talk about today, right? About knowing the future. So in the technical term, we call this the luck pillar. Okay, yeah, is this a technical term? Yeah, they call it the luck pillars. So why you want to know about the future so you can get prepared, right? And more importantly, you need to know what is important and what is urgent. I think you know the difference, right? Between the differences between urgent and important. Yeah. So by knowing, the what is happening or what will might happen in the future, now you know what is the important thing to do right now. Because most of the time, I realize that the reason a lot of people they didn't get the desired result they want in life is not because their lack of intelligence. It's not because they are lazy. It's nothing to do with that. It's because they didn't do important things, right? They keep doing what? Urgent things. Yeah, let me share with you one thing here. Like, if you are a very healthy person right now, do you need to exercise? Is it urgent for you? Even you don't exercise for the next 1 month, you're still fine. Yeah, you still, you're still very energetic, right? Yeah, so it's not urgent. Yeah, but if you, even though you're very healthy right now, you still chose to exercise, right? So what are you doing there? You're doing something important, right? It's not urgent because you will not fall sick, but you know that in the future, if you want to actually make more money, you want to be the caretaker of for your family, you need to be healthy, right? You need to have energy to pursue your goal. If you don't have energy, you tend to procrastinate. A lot of people always say, right, hey, how do I beat procrastination? Increase your energy level. When your energy level is high, it's harder for you to give up. You have passion on something. Agree? Right? So therefore, and for example, like a lot of time, how about deadline? How many of you here actually rushing your work deadlines right now and you feel so stressed? Okay. Yeah. So yeah. So tell me, is it urgent or important? I'm not saying it's not real, the pain is real, but is it urgent or is it important? Yeah, it's urgent. But at that moment you feel it's important, right? Guys, right? Yeah. Logically, we know it's urgent, right? But we're still doing it because we know it's important. We think it's important. That's why you see that a lot of people after 20 years of working, right, they keep telling you, right, I wish, hey Iverson, I wish that actually I spend more time with my families. I should do my own thing, yeah, instead of just working 12 hours per day for my company that doesn't appreciate me after 20 years. Have you met or have you encountered certain situation like this? At that time you think is very important, but actually it's urgent thing. After 20 years you work that direction, and then after 10 20 years probably the company doesn't recognize your achievement anymore, then you wasted your 20 years, right? So therefore, in hopefully from BaZi astrology help you to actually look at what is a horrible future, so you can actually identify what is important. Yeah, that's the whole purpose of using astrology. Yeah, I don't think. Okay, this is just my own personal opinion. All right, so I don't think that anyone who want to use astrology to know who they are, I don't think that one is very useful on that. Right? Let me tell you why. Right. So I think as if you live long enough, you know who you are. Right. Yeah. So I don't see any strong reason you want to know who you are, because who you are keep changing. Are you a different person right now compared to 5 years before? Are you a different person? Yes, right. So if you telling anyone, you say you want to know who am I? You want to know about yourself, right? So who are you referring to? 5 years version of yourself, a minute ago, or now? Whenever I mention now, oh, it's already past few seconds ago, right? So which version of it? Yeah. So next time everyone want to ask you, right? I want to know who am I? Which one? 10 years from before, 5 years, or an hour ago. So we are keep changing, right? So who am I is a keep moving things, So I would say it's always better, instead of finding this, because you keep changing, keep evolving anyway. Why not you find out who can you become? Don't you think it's better? Right? Because every time you talk about who am I, it's always in the past, right? But who you can become that give you energy to become better. Yeah. So that is how I use astrology. Okay. So it's about the future. Okay. So now we understand this part. So, and what is the term again? Whenever we want to look for future, we look at the luck pillars. So in order to, and the good thing here is your party chart, everyone, I don't care whether your party chart is a good chart or bad chart, or whoever tell you is what type of chart it is, all of you here have a section where you can take a peek about your probable future. Okay, so I want all of you here to take out your party chart right now. I want to share with you how do you do this. Okay, all right. So, and I know some of you here are rather new, so I just share with you the link. I think the team will also type in the link in the chat box as well. So this is a link that you can go to plot your bar chart. All right. I think Shimo just posted in the chat box, right? So just pay attention to the chat box right now. If you want to get this, you need to get this ready in order to benefit from this session. Okay. All right. Just use the link. It's free, by the way, right? You just plot as many chart as you like. And okay, once you're ready, yeah, type the word done, then we shall start. Okay, all right, nice. Okay, take out your participation. So I'm going to actually use one sample chart so it's easier for you to follow as well. Okay. So I want you to know this part first. All right. So now today, because in the party chart, there are so many things, yeah, you can actually look into. But today we go to look from this part, yeah, the power of anticipation. So don't underestimate this power, because if you're able to see, what is ahead of you, especially if you're a business owner, even better, right? You can actually plan accordingly. So whenever we're talking about the ability to anticipate, right? So we are looking in the future, right? So I'm going to share with you the chart right now. So you pay attention to what I saying just now. I keep actually mentioning the word luck pillar, right? So the luck pillar actually is this part. Okay, so let me zoom out first. I'm somewhere beginner. So this is a sample party chart, right? All you need to do is just to key in your date of birth and time of birth and your gender, and you're all set to go. So this chart here, there's a lot of information, right? But today, we only interested in the future, right? Or to study about what might happen to us. So then we need to look into this part. Okay, only this part. The rest, you no need to pay attention to it. Yeah, because party chart there's so many pieces of information, right? But we need to focus on this part because you're interested in the future. And if you zoom in, you see the word luck pillar here. Do you see it? Oops, it's too big. You see the word luck pillar here? Luck pillars, right? So there's the luck pillars. So let me actually tell you about how can we make use of this information. So first of all, I want you to understand the concept is the phases of our life from astrology perspective, it will change every 10 years. All right. So the luck pillar that I mentioned to you just now contains what is the opportunities available for you for every 10 years, right? So which means that every 10 years you're going to change, right? So don't you think it's very useful for us to know, right? Sometimes we are in our job that is we are not happy, right? We want to know what is the upcoming opportunities coming in, right? So we know, and some of you maybe you are trying to find your, your spouse or your lover, yeah. But no matter who you find, you don't like that person, right? So when you shift to the next or a next phase of life, you will meet different people, yeah. So let me just share with you what are the things you can you see differently. You see different opportunities. Opportunities will be different, or your priority in life will be different as well. You might think differently, and you might meet different people, and your health will change, or your environment will change, right? So I'll consider this is a big change. So, and all of you here have different version of the change. So let me bring out the chart again, yeah, to share with you first. Okay, all right. So okay, this is the luck pillar. Remember just now I'm sharing with you this is a part we're interested to looking at, right? So now let me just check whether all of you here pay attention or not. I did mention just now we all of us here will go through different phase of life, right? So how many years for each of the phases? 10 years. All right, nice, very smart. Okay, so therefore this pillar one pillar represent 10 years. Okay, so if I highlight it here, this pillar represent 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. So, and why is highlighted in different color? The software trying to tell you right now you are in this current phase. So it's easier for you to look for where are you right now, right? If you're not, you still can trace it, but it takes longer time. Yeah, but the software make it easier, more convenient for you to do it. Okay, then how do you actually check? It's very simple. You see there's numbers on top, right? There's a number here. So this number is your age, right? So which means that this person, the moment he reached 52 years old, and then he will go into this luck pillar. All right. So tell me, when this person will move to the next phases of life, which age? Okay, all right, 62, right? Okay, nice. You move, and once you move to the next luck pillar, what kind of changes that we are expecting? Remember just now? It could be opportunities changes. It could be priorities, right? It could be health. It could be meeting different people. So there are so many things happening, right? Yeah. So this is now we look for. So now, if we want to know about what kind of opportunities that are available, we look at the current one. Make sense? Right? So all of you here will be different. This is just an example. Some of you ask whether this is my chart. No, this is not my chart. Okay, it's different people chart. Okay, so and this is a sample. It's a dummy chart. Okay, all right. Am I look that old? 52 years old. Okay, all right. So now, so I think you get the gist, right? So now you know where you are, and also where you're going to be. So normally we actually look at this one and the next one. Yeah, is suffice already, right? So now, how do we actually read this information? Each pillar, there are so many information inside, and if this subject alone, if you want to study, it'll be actually take you there's a lot of things you can study, right? But today, I'm going to actually simplify it into so everyone can benefit from this. I'm going to simplify this into 5 things we're going to learn today. How about 5 things? Are you guys okay? All right, 5 things. All right. So let me show you what we're going to learn today. So this is the one, activating your luck pillars. So this is the first thing we're talking about, the pursuit of good luck. Do you want more good luck? All right. So Yes, I think who doesn't, right? So therefore, the first part here we are talking, because this is the most common question. Yeah, people will ask is, "Hey, Iverson, am I going through good luck or not?" Okay, let me just define to you first. You know what is good luck means. Good luck means like some is like the life getting easier for you, and whatever you want, you get it. I mean, less problem, is more smooth, and then it's easier for you to ask for help. Yeah, do you like that? Right, so easy for you to ask for help. So which means that sometimes you ask for help, no one actually paying attention to you. Right, when you're going through good luck, it's easier. So for example, some of you discover your child got nobleman, then you say that, hey, uh, if you're going through a good luck, which means that you have this, you easier for you to ask for help. Even you look for a job, more people willing to actually hire you. Okay, nice. Okay, how many of you here think that you're in good luck right now? Type the word me. Double check first. Okay, wow. So, okay, if you are no, yeah, type the word no. You don't think you're in good luck right now. Type the word no. Okay. So we have two group of people here. So shall we check on this or not? Yeah, do you want to learn how to do this? Right. So now I'm going to share with you how to look in the chart. So step number one. Yeah, step number one here. So let me bring back the chart again. Okay, I want you to actually scroll to this part. Scroll to this part here. Okay, this is the five structures. So I want to look at the beige color. The beige color diagram here. This one is your 5 element strengths, right? So 5 element strength, we always like to actually bring it to balance. Okay, so there are two ways to bring it to balance. One way, you look for the highest element, right? The highest. So in this chart here, tell me, which one is the highest? Element, yeah. Okay, you say output, water, right? Okay, so you think about this, right? If if I can lower down my water here, is my chart will be is balanced? Is better, right? So I mean, among the 5 element, we better. Okay, one way I can look at the highest, or another way I can look for the lowest as well, right? So if I look at the lowest, would be the fire, right? If the fire I can increase into here, I also sort of like make it a little bit balanced. Are you guys okay so far? Right? Because when the chart is balanced, things come easier because your mind, you have more clarity, and then you're able to take stress, and then you're able to deal with different kind of surprise in your life, right? You're more stable. So therefore, this is the first thing I want to share with you is a concept of balancing. Right? So there are two ways to achieve balance. One way, remember just now, we look for the highest element, guys, right? The highest, right? And then it's too much, we try to bring it down, then the chart can be balanced, right? Of course, not 100% balanced, but at least it's balanced. And then another way here is we can look for the lowest element, and then we can increase that element. You guys okay so far? Yeah, I know some of you are very new here. So we just about adding and subtracts on it. All right. Okay, cool. So once you know this, and now, I want all of you here to check your chart. Is your chart balanced or not? Okay, not balanced, right? Okay, all right. If your chart is not balanced, so then which means that from by default, if you're talking about supreme good luck, then it might not, you might not get it from the start, right? But maybe, right, certain luck pillar, you might get it, right? So now remember, just like I told you to look at the highest or the lowest element, right? So today, let's do it easier. Just do one way. Yeah, let's look at the lowest element first, because there's a tendency on human mind, right? We always focusing on what is missing, right? If it's a lot, you don't care one, right? Agree? Right? So today, although both also important, but today can we just stick with the lowest element first? Right? So I think it's more relatable to all of you here today because we're always focusing on what we are lacking, not what we have a lot. Right? Okay, now check your tell me according to your chart, which element among the 5 elements is the lowest? Okay, all right. Some of you say metal. All right, nice. Okay, so and let me just do one example here. So for for benefit of some of you are new on this. Okay, those are seasoned parts student. They know what I'm talking about. So the rest, the beginner, you see. Let me explain to you one time here. So you see, there's a wood, water, metal, earth, and fire. So in parts, in a nutshell, it consists of 5 elements, right? So if you look at this chart here, obviously the weakest would be the fire. So now we don't care about the highest first, right? That one other class. All right. So we just look at the lowest first. So the lowest is fire, right? Okay, cool. So now let's check his current lock pillar right now. This is his current lock pillar. So do you see any fire in the current lock pillar for this person? Do you see any? Yes, right? So where is it? It's here. You see the word fire? Okay. Yeah. So this person, yeah, even which means that he need fire element now is that. So we can say that, hey, this person right now, they have some form of luck during these 10 years. And then he will ask, right, will my luck over or not after? So if you want to say what is the next 10 years, which pillar we should look for? The 62, right? 62 is here. So we will look at 62. The next one. Do you see any fire element as well? Yes, it is. There's one fire here. Wow, it's cool. So how about another 10 years? Also, I can see a fire. I can see a fire. Okay. All right. How about we stretch to the 3rd decade? I also can see a fire here. So what kind of analysis you can tell from here? No problem, right? This guy, his life here sometimes has problem, and is easier to fix, right? Lucky. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Now, this is not your chart, yeah. By the way, some of you so happy, You say, "Oh yes, I'm happy." Hey, I want you to remember this is not your chart, Okay. All right. Some of you really think this is your chart. This is not. Okay. All right. Let me assure you, it's not your chart. I want all of you here right now to actually pay attention back to your chart. That one just now is just an example, yeah, to teach you how to look at it. Look at your chart. First of all, don't look too far in the future. Look at your current decade right now. Are you going through good luck or not? Okay, all right. Okay, some of you yes, some of you no. All right, nice. So if you are now if you are yes, which means that right now you already have some form of luck, is good, right? Because having luck is not everything, but it's good to have. Agree? Right. Yeah. So yes, hard work is important, but if you have the luck at the same time, it's even better, right? Okay, cool. So if you don't have, yeah, look at the next one. Yeah, it's not the end of the world, right? Look for the next one. Yeah. Are you going through a luck pillar or not? Okay, some of you say yes. All right, nice. Okay, now you can actually plan it out, right? Look for yourself, look for your friend. And I know that a lot of you here say no, right? I don't have the lucky element. Okay, if you don't have the lucky element, then some of you might feel depressed right now. Okay, or maybe you cannot sleep. Okay, don't worry, right? Don't worry. And because this is just step number 1, right? Remember, we're going to discuss 5 things today, right? Maybe your solution will be discovered along the step number 2 or step number 3. So my advice for you here is to actually delay first. Yeah, if you want to feel depressed, can you delay first or not? Yeah, at least you go through all the 5 steps first. Remember, this is just the first steps, right? Okay, thank you. Okay, nice. Let's do another one because some of you here don't know how to do this. Let's do another one here. Okay, let's look at this. One more. Okay, so if you look at this chart here, tell me, where is which element is the weakest for this person? Which element? Some of you say water. Yeah, so I would say here would be metal. Yeah, metal would be the one, right? It's slightly lower. So let's say it's metal, right? So metal is weak, right? If you want to bring balance to the chart, we need to increase the metal element. Yeah, one way here, this is not the only way, by the way. One way you want to check your luck pillar to see whether this person is going through metal or not. So now, the current one, there's a metal, right? It's good. Okay, the next one here, also you see a metal. So the next one here also metal. So this person here is actually also actually quite good, the chart, right? Because it's going through the good luck. So when you learn BaZi in a deeper level, you also want to know, right? Okay, all right, good luck, right? So what does it mean? So and I would say that if the element you need appears at the top, is less stronger, right? If you discover in the bottom, this one is real luck. On top is not sustainable. Okay, but at least better than nothing, right? So if you're at the bottom, yeah, then this is a real one. Yeah, there's a substance to it. Okay, all right, nice. Yeah, so if some of you here already learned something about BaZi, so if you want to actually know how do I actually do something about it, let's say now I know metal is my lucky element, you can actually look into this. Okay, yeah, this element is a direct DW, right? So if you are a guy, right, so which means that you discover that these are the time that you might actually have a lot of helpful people come from from female, right? A lot of female friends that could be helpful for you. Yeah, that one is further study. But right now, at least now you know whether your luck is good or not, right? If your luck is not good, then you need to use another way. Yeah, this is right. Let's not dig into deeper first, right? So, but I just want, because some of you here also learned BaZi before. So if you see a DW for this case here, so which means that, spend more time, do networking with female especially, because you might meet someone that can help you a lot. It could be in your career or in whatever you want to achieve. Okay, yeah, but that one is later. Yeah, I need to actually restrict on this because this group here is a mixture group, right? Some of you are very new. Yeah, some of you have learned some knowledge about BaZi. Are you guys okay? Otherwise, I cannot finish the remaining 5. Now it's about concept, right? If you want to know detail exactly what it is, you can attend a class, right? That one you have like few days to drill down into detail. Okay, all right. So now that is the first one. So the goal is like this: for you to know whether you're going through the luck or not. Are you riding the wave of luck or not? Okay, that's it. Okay, the first thing here. Now, there's the second one I'm going to actually talk about today. This is, I think, is even more important. Yeah, so this is the one here is wealth luck. Right, this is just now good luck could mean that things are more easy only, It doesn't mean you have more money, Maybe you easy to make more friends. Or maybe it's easy to become fat. Right? Luck means easy. Yeah, but it doesn't mean you become rich. Okay, so the second one I'm going to talk about here is about your wealth luck. You want to know about your wealth luck? Right? You want to know, are you going through wealth luck right now? So, and wealth luck basically means if you're going through wealth luck, these are the two elements I want you to pay attention to, right? So these are the two elements in your luck pillar. I want to look for these two elements. Okay, all right, direct wealth or indirect wealth. So this one come in a form, because the space are limited, we just use the word DW, which will represent direct wealth, and IW represent indirect wealth. So I want you to actually dig in again into your luck pillar. I want you to look at, do you, in your current luck pillar, whether it's on top or at the bottom, do you have either IW or DW or not? Okay, all right. Some of you, yes, some of you know. So let me address those people have first. All right. So I think it's better I use an example. It's easier. Okay, now if I look at this guy here, this person, this current luck pillar. So yes, I see DW. Right. So this person, first information, this person are going through wealth luck. Right. So I don't care whether it's a bottom or at the top. Right. Doesn't matter. All right. So now the our exercise here is whether this person going through wealth luck or not. So now you check your chart whether you go through wealth luck. If you're going through, some of you ask about RWDR. Okay, no, right, guys? Yeah, only two things, right? IW and DW. You cannot create your own formula, okay, guys? Okay. So you ask how about DR? How about no, cannot, right? So next time when you have your own universe, you design your own rules about BaZi, all right? So okay, now the rules about BaZi, the wealth element, there are only two, right? IW or DW. Yeah, I know is some of you see, hey, rock wealth, the name also got wealth there. No. There's a reason they call rock wealth, okay? Yeah, rock wealth is not the rock, it's not the wealth element. There are only two. All right. So direct wealth and indirect wealth. So if you have this in the current luck pillar, which means that during this time, remember I talked about whenever the luck pillar will affect the way you think, right? Your priority. If now you're going through a wealth luck pillar, you will start to think about the importance of money. Maybe all this while you're a happy-go-lucky person, you spend everything you earn, right? So, but when you're going through a wealth luck pillar, you say, "Oh shit, right? I better manage my money." How many of you actually experience this? Right? Yeah, all this while you're oblivious about money, but suddenly you go through this. Yeah, that's why I saying that. Yeah, the luck pillar will change how you think. Okay, it's not guaranteed become rich. A lot of people think that the moment they actually go through wealth luck pillar, they become rich. No, when they go through wealth lock pillars, they are one of their top priorities about money. They say, hey, I cannot go on like this. I need to manage my finance, right? I want to do that. Okay, nice. Yeah. Like Eureka Wong say, I need to plan for retirement. Yes, right? Yes, there could be more frugal. And this is the thing here. All right. So now, once you have this wealth element there, now I want to give you some details here. Now I just talk to those people that have wealth element first, right? If you don't have, then obviously you're not part of this luck pillar category. So there are two, right? There are direct wealth and there are indirect wealth. They are IW and DW. So if I look at this person chart, this person is going through DW. Yes, it's still a wealth luck, but now I want to give you more detail here, right? So it's a DW. So top or bottom doesn't matter, right? Don't sweat about it. So Riva, right? It is no need to sweat about it. As long as you have it within the pillar, you consider you have it. All right. So someone asked about the natal chart. No, we are not talking about natal chart. We only focus on luck pillar. Luck pillar is your current opportunities. Yeah, remember? Okay, cool. So now, what if this person now reached the age of 77? And then, yes, is he still going through wealth luck? Yes, it is, right? But don't you think it's slightly different? Because it's IW. Okay. So some of you, okay, as you see, more people coming ask about hidden or bottom. Yeah, like I mentioned just now, it doesn't matter, guys. Yeah, can you stop confusing yourself further? Right, like analyzing top, bottom, hidden. So it doesn't matter. Okay, you have it, you should happy. Yeah, don't keep analyzing. Is it a small or big? A lot of people don't have. They are crying right now. You just cannot see them, right? Because it's in the virtual classroom. Okay, you should be happy. Yeah, a lot of people right now, they say, oh shit, I don't have it, right? You see Ruby Lee also crying. Yeah, so if you have it, yeah, don't say I'm a big one, small one. Okay, say thank you. Okay, gratitude. Okay, all right, be grateful you have it. Okay, nice. Now Now so many people say thank you already. Okay, nice. No more complaining. All right, big, small, that one is relevant. Okay, now let's go back to our topic of discussion here. Now this one is going through indirect wealth. Okay, so now I want to go one more level detail. Yeah, if you don't confuse your own self, then I can go into detail. Otherwise, I need to handle you first before I go on. Are you guys okay or not? Can you guys stop confusing yourself? Okay. All right. So we have more time. So because if not, I need to unconfuse you again. That will take more time, right? So then you might miss out something more important. Okay. All right. Now, so once there's a difference here. So if you are going through DW, because there are only two, right? DW. So let me write here, DW or IW. There are only these are the two. So if you're going through DW luck pillar, right? So if you want to actually activate this, the way to actually activate the DW is the harder you work, the bigger the reward is. How many of you here, your current luck pillar is DW? Okay. Yeah, now you're going through wealth luck. Yes, it is. But the next question here is how do you activate it? Yeah, DW activation and IW activation is very different. Yeah, so now I'm going to share with you DW first, right? So for DW is write down this word. The harder you work, the bigger the reward. So if you are lazy right now, you don't want to do anything, you don't want to learn something new, right? So it's good as nothing. You might as well you donate your DW to other people. Okay? All right. All right, some of you already predicting what is IW means. Yeah, don't. Guys, can you guys pay attention? Yeah, Aska Hawo, now you're predicting IW. What is IW? No, don't predict first. Okay, stay on course, right? We are flying a plane, right? If you get distracted, we might crash. Guys, okay, all right, that one is DW. Now, if for IW, the activation is slightly different. It's like this. If you want to activate the IW, provided you have it in your current luck pillar right now. So the bigger the risk is, the bigger the reward. Yeah. So if you're going through IW, remember you must learn how to take risks. That is very different. Do you understand? Yeah, IW is about risk taker. So if you're going through a wealth luck pillar with IW, if you say I don't want to take risks, you are risk averse, everything seems like very risky for you, then you're not using what is given to you. But again, it's like this. This is not pain, by the way, Ling Kao Yi. This is not about pain. Yeah, risk doesn't mean pain. Okay, you only pain when you're losing. Yes. Yeah. Do you guys understand? Yeah, I'm not asking you to give more pain to yourself. I know some of you say it's no pain, no gain. No. Do you guys agree or not? Right? If you're winning, there's no pain. You only have pain when you're losing. Okay, all right, cool. So and learn how to take calculative risks. I'm not asking you to actually do something. So if you're going through IW, I would say that you start to learn to play with risk. Somehow automatically you also will think like that. How many of you are going through IW right now? Yeah. So even I didn't tell you, because you're already in that luck pillar, you tend to be more okay with risk. Okay, but now you're aware, it's even better, right? You go straight to it, attack the problem. Okay, nice. Do you find this information useful for you? Yeah, this is what we call the luck pillar activation. Yeah, so don't worry, right? Just now you say you don't have luck, right? So step number 2, maybe you have the wealth element. Okay. Okay, someone say DW can do business. Any element can do business. All right, so don't worry about is it just an IW? No, it's not. Okay, it's not. Your luck pillar is very important because it changed. How many of you here are soccer fans? How many of you here? Okay, some of you here, you like soccer, right? So what is the biggest news recently? What is the biggest news? Okay, not the Coke, right? The Coke is the old news already, all right? Yeah, yes, Messi, right? He transferred to another club, PSG. Then he used to be in Barcelona for how many years? 21 years, right? And due to certain regulation, and then the club not is making loss, so they are not afford to actually keep him there. He in a Barcelona club for 13 years, and then he's going to change to a new club, right? And if you plot his chart, he's changing his luck pillar soon. Next year, big change. Okay, yeah, that's how you learn BaZi, right? It's a big change for him. Think about this. Is it a big change? Because he's been with Barcelona club since 13 years old, right? Now he's already 30 plus. It's a very big change. As if like you work in a company for 20 years. Now you move to the next company. So if you, after not plotting the chart right now, of course, after the webinar, you go and get his chart, his BaZi chart, and then you look at his luck pillar. He's changing his luck pillar next year. Big change. Okay. All right. You look at few. I want you to look at, if you want to study this, you look at Jeff Bezos' luck pillar. He resigned as CEO this year, right? Amazon. You check his luck pillar. Clash. Yeah. So this is the thing here. All right. Sierra asks, if I don't have the time of birth, the luck pillar still accurate? Yes, it is, because the luck pillar doesn't depend on your time of birth, Sierra. So you still can refer to this luck pillar. All right. Okay. Now, do you guys understand what to do if you have an IW or DW? Yes, right? So, but now, let me ask you a question. What if you know it, but you didn't do it? Anything bad will happen to you? No, nothing happened. You think about this, right? Maybe right now you don't need any more money. Okay, right? Yeah, maybe now you're already rich. Yeah, it's okay not to do it. So what I try to tell you here, don't let the BaZi chart give you pressure. I know especially for beginner, right? When they actually learn BaZi, they keep asking this question, what I must do according to my BaZi, right? So I might need you to remember this. BaZi is not a must chart. It's not a must chart. Yeah, if you don't need it, don't do it. Guys, no bad luck will force upon you, guys. Okay, right? Maybe right now you're already rich. Yeah, you want to focus on something else, right? It's fine. Okay, so write down this word. BaZi is not a must chart. Yeah, it doesn't tell you what you must do. It just tell you what is available, right? If you want to get it, then you do it. Okay, cool. Understand? All right, now, nice. Let me just shall we ready? Are you guys ready for the third one? If you don't have your wealth luck pillar, then you look for the next one, right? Because some of you, I know you don't have your wealth element in your current luck pillar. Then you look for the next one so you can plan now. Okay, all right, nice. So, okay, let's move on. Okay, when you go through certain luck pillar, you will also have the awakening moment. How many of you here like to be awakened? Right, so it's like an aha moment. So suddenly, what you don't dare to do, you keep talking about it. But during this luck pillar, awakening luck pillar, you say, hey, I must do this already. I want to pursue my dream. This is who am I. Right? I don't want to live under other people's rules to dictate how should I live. I should actually live by my own terms. Yeah. So suddenly they actually they know clearly, their life purpose or what is important to them. But previously they're just like, they don't know anything. Yeah. They just drift in the dark. They suddenly become awakened. Some people call this awakening. Some people call this enlightenment. Yeah, enlightenment is a huge word. Yeah, better maybe it's about just like aha moment, right? That suddenly things start to become clear. Clarity, yes. Swan Go say correctly. Clarity. Okay. Eureka event. Okay, all right. Nice. And there is one way to actually check on it, right? So in this way is like this. I need to actually this one. I want you to pay attention. It's not complicated. Yeah, you just need to do one more step here. So if you are talking about awakening, awakening means that you start to actually understand, you're congruent, right? Your heart and your mind is one line, because most of the time our heart and our mind is two different, right? Our mind want to do something, but our heart don't feel to do it. That's why we procrastinate. So when we see awakening, which means that you able to see yourself. Don't you think this is the hardest part? Right? We're blessed with eyes, right? We can see everything, right? But the only one thing we cannot see, ourselves. You think about this, right? Our eyes, we are designed to look outward everything, right? So we cannot actually see inward. Do you guys actually notice that? So that's why a lot of time, whenever we can become a great coach, right? When we advise people what to do, but when we actually encounter the same problem ourselves, yeah, somehow we feel trouble. We cannot solve it. How many of you actually have this experience? Other people problem we can detach. You can advise, hey, step one, step two, step three. Yeah, but when the same problem happened to you, you say, okay, I know this, but yeah. So many emotion, right, affecting you. So therefore, which means that you're not able to see yourself. So whenever I talking about awakening, yeah, when you actually able to see yourself inwardly, right? So which means that now you can coach yourself. Therefore, awakening happening. So how do we do that, right? So when you look at the parter chart, okay, so this this person is yang fire, right? You see, this person is yang fire. Okay, so this person is yang fire, and then if this person see himself again in the luck pillar, then that is an awakening moment. So is this person right now going through awakening moment or not? Is there any yang fire inside this love pillar? No. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, for this person is water, yang water, right? So in his current love pillar, is it yang water there? Yes, it is. You see it here, right? This is awakening love pillar. Everything clear. Follow the heart. Okay. All right. Some of you say, right, hey, this person only awakened and 87. No, no, no. Yeah, you better look at here. What is here? How old is he that time? Awakening happening? Guys, 17 years old. You know who this person is? He is Warren Buffett. You're looking at a billionaire chart. Okay. So you could have different awakening, right? So there's nothing to prepare. Yeah, this one is for you to know. So you get to you and normally when you're in the awakening, you actually tend to accept yourself more, and you tend to become comfortable with your own skin. Yeah. So how many of you here actually going through your awakening moment right now? Now, not next cycle, right now. Okay, you better follow your heart. You start to question when you're going through your own element. You start to question about life, what what you're going to do here, what is thing meaningful for you. Yeah, you better listen to it. Okay. All right. Someone asked about yin and yang. There's no yin and yang, right? It must be the same element with you. If you're yang fire, look for a yang fire. Don't change the rules. Okay. All right. Yeah, any Tong say no wonder I think a lot. Yeah, so during this time, you tend to think a lot, you challenge your own belief system, and more importantly, this is the time of breakthrough. And one more good news for you. You want one good news? Right, I would say 80%. I'm not saying everyone, because some of you mess your own thing, right? 80% of those people that go through their awakening pillar, they will make more money. Okay. Yeah. So 80% of them, they're going through the awakening because they know what they want and then they actually pursue it, right? Yeah. If you're going through right now, yeah, 80% of you is quite a lot. Yeah. So not just wealth element, Now, do you see parts differently right now? You are going through your own element, you can make a lot of money. Yeah, because you realize a lot of things and then now you pursue it. And then you have more confidence, self-realization. Okay? There's so many things you can look at the luck pillar. Yeah, so this is one of the way you can actually look into it. So you guys okay? Hold on, let me. All right, okay. So now let me just answer some question here. So you have some question you can actually ask here. So it seems like that's why one of the I would say one of the thing I like about BaZi or metaphysics is the luck pillar part, right? Because you think about this, right? Yeah, if you look at your natal chart, you study about character, all those things. But I think if you want to change your future, you need to look at what is the present moment, right? Yeah, something you want to do about it. That is the one that able to change your destiny. So you only need to find one thing, right, that you can do to move you forward. Okay, because every time you change the luck pillar, then you actually change the pattern of your thinking. Okay, yeah. So and if you're not in the awakening lock pillar, so I would say you can still use metaphysics to actually helps you a lot. So do you guys want to have something you can do to improve your condition right now or not? Because I saw some of you, you have some issues and all these things, right? So how about this? How many of you here want to do this? Know your wealth opportunities for 2021, or maybe can I use to beat procrastination using Chimen? Yeah, because a lot of time, right? One we don't the reason we don't get what we want is because we procrastinate. I would say 95% of people they know exactly what to do. They just don't do what they know. Agree? I've been guilty too. Sometimes I know what I should do this, but I end up watching Netflix. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, I'm very lazy one. A lot of people think I'm very hardworking, right? I'm not. Okay, so now I like to watch movie. Yeah, I because my eating god is too strong. I like to appreciate art. Yeah, so yes, I procrastinate. I like it because now if you want to learn this, I actually pointed out all these things into this my channel here. So if you like, this is free by the way. You don't need to pay anything. I already actually put in how do you actually remove procrastination using Chiman energy and a lot more life improvement method inside there that are using Chinese metaphysics that you can use for yourself. Okay. Yeah, so this is the part that you can actually look into. Just scan the QR code first or scan the screenshots, and then later on you can actually look into this, right? So because occasionally when I'm not procrastinating, I'm going to post something there. Okay. So the team here, the team here actually already actually give you the link. Yeah, just pay attention to the chat box, right? The chat box is there. You can look at the link. You just click on the link, then you're going to get it. Okay, you're welcome. All right, so some of you say you cannot see the file anymore. Yes, you can, right? Everything I posted there will be there. You just need to scroll up, and you scroll up long enough, you even will find the first post that I posted in the Telegram last year. Okay, so everything is there. You're not missing out. Okay, it will not disappear. This is not Snapchat, right? So you're still able to get it. Okay. Some of you want the link. Okay, I posted it again in the chat box. All right. Okay, nice. So once you actually do this, and I okay, thank you. Some of you got results, right? Yes, yeah, the manifestation. Yeah, just like 2 days ago, I got a thank you note from someone. Yeah, that they're using the month of July. now it's August. August is about eliminate procrastination. The month of July is about opportunities magnet. And then this person, she found out a lot of opportunities from return of investment. Okay. Yeah. So that one is using black tortoise. Yeah. In July. Yeah. So every month is different. So I didn't actually, because if you ask my style, right, I like to use all these unorthodox method like snake, yeah, grappling hook. Yeah. I like this. I don't know why. All right. So this is that's my style. So sometimes I see something is good within the tortoise and snake, then and I don't use it because it's fast. It's faster, right? Because you get you quick result. This is what I discovered when I use the unorthodox deity. This is Chiman, by the way. Yeah, some of you don't know what I'm talking about. So I sidetrack a little bit here. I'm talking about Chiman. So there are 5 so-called conventional deities, and then the other 5 is unconventionals. Okay, yeah. So there's a different style. So I mean, up to you. So every month I need to see the chart. Which one is better, right? So then I go to share in the channel. Okay, I'm glad all of you here like that. Okay, all right, cool. So now let's move on. Yeah, let's move on to this. Yeah, this one here. The next one here I'm going to talk about here is obstacles and tribulation. Yeah, so sometime we need to do, and then some of you learn BaZi, you know this one is something got to do with 7 killings or 7K. Okay, all right. So 7K, one of the attribute to it is about obstacles, yeah, and tribulation. Okay, so now I want to check on your current luck pillar again, right? So are you going through 7K? Yeah, no need to be afraid, all right? So I just want you to actually look into it. You have to check whether you have that element or not. Okay, all right. So let me tell you, yeah, what it means. So 7 killing, yeah, when you go through, okay, let me find you some example first, right? Yeah, I almost forgot there are some beginner here, sorry. Sometimes I get carried away. Okay, all right. So now 7 killing is, let's say this person going through this luck pillar right now. Let's say, just imagine. So now, is this person going through 7 killings? Yes, right? You see 7K here, and then another one here. There are 2. All right. So now let's not concern about top or bottom. Is there? Yeah, there's no double whammy or something. Okay, don't worry. So now, the moment you're going through 7 killing, I know that a lot of people are afraid of this. Right? Oh my God, I go through 7 killings of 10 years. So let me tell the real meaning here. So when you go through a 7 killing luck pillar, there are events. There could be events or people that make you go out from your comfort zone, or at least push you, yeah, to get out from the comfort zone, or maybe where your limit is tested. Okay, maybe you don't like. Let me give you an example here. Let's say all this while you keep talking about I want to do my own business, I want to actually resign to start my own thing, right? But after 10 years, nothing happened. But when you go through 7 killing, yeah, you also somehow the boss, you have some argument with the boss or the new boss coming in, and then the boss don't like you, and then he fired you. So you have no choice but you start your own business. You somehow the event will push you on that direction. 7 killings is like that, right? So yes, short term people think is not good, right? Oh my God, I lost my job, right? I lost my income. Yeah, short term. That's why people don't like 7 killings, because 7 killing is like this: no pain, no gain, right? So if you're going through 7 killings, your key to success is no pain, no gain, right? Somehow, if you don't initiate the change, the event or certain people, somehow in a way, it will orchestrate it in a way that push you to do something you don't dare to do, right? Therefore, you feel uncomfortable. But if you think about it, all the growth happening in our life is come from when? It started when we feel uncomfortable, we do something different, we do something new, right? Because of that, we grow. No pain, there's no growth. Like you building muscle, right? You need to feel the pain first, yeah, before you're able to grow your muscles. So 7 killings is the current luck pillar that actually reshaping who you are. Okay, think about this. What if you're going through 7 killings, but you shies away from problems, you shies away from responsibility? Yeah, so you only get pain, but you don't get the reward. Yeah, remember this. Yeah, 7 killing is a time you need to take responsibility. Yeah, responsibility is not just about your job. You know, it's not about just the work you do. The responsibility also about you. Yeah, do you responsible for every action you take or not? Or do you responsible for your own thinking? Some people say I cannot control my thinking, yeah, it's you that make me piss off, it's nothing to do with me, which means that you are actually what? You're throwing your responsibility away. You feel that you're not powerful, right? You're blaming others. So responsibility, 7 killing here is about own it by knowing that everything that happened to you right now, whether it's good or bad, is your own doing. Yeah, when you're able to have this mindset, you're able to control the 7 killings. Okay, all right. So yes, some people they can benefit more. Yeah, especially when your output element is stronger. Okay, so let me show you. Yeah, what do I mean output element is stronger? So now, first of all, tell me, how many of you here you're going through 7 killings? Okay, nice. So let's say this person go through 7 killings, and then you look at here, output. If your output is high, obviously this person is very low. Let's say if your output element is high, you're okay with 7 killings. Yeah, you take responsibility. You don't blame that much. The beige color. So Yan won't see us which colors, right? Is the beige color. Okay, all right. So if it's not, you need to aware. Yeah, it doesn't mean end of the world. It just means that you need to actually aware of your mind, right? Discipline your thinking, right? And then find the hardest thing to do. Yeah, because once this 7 killing luck pillar over, you actually become a refined person. Yeah, it's like you're born again. Yeah, you're reborn. If your friend, if your friend that doesn't haven't met you for quite some time, then they say, hey, what happened to you? Right, you are different now. Yeah, but different could be two things, could be better and for worse, okay. So you need to make sure it's for better. Yeah, 7 killing. Yeah, so but if you don't go through 7 killings, there's no growth. So it's something I would say that you're not fearing it, but because it's about reshaping who you are. Just think about this, is like you go for the army services, the national service, right? If you want to train, that one is 7 killings, right? Build a strong foundation, it build the resilience so you can handle more stress in the future. Okay, all right, nice. So are you still afraid of 7 killings? Yeah, the name only sounds scary, right? Actually, it's not. Yes, in that moment you might feel it's painful, but if you look in a long run, after it over, you feel that it's a blessing for you. I think we go through this a lot, right? There's a lot of time it doesn't make sense. We feel like we are going through some shitty events, but after that we feel that, hey, yeah, haven't that event happen, yeah, you're not who you are right now. Yeah, you don't achieve the success you have, right? It's the person you become. Okay, so therefore, if you go through 7 killings, my advice here is look long term. All right, so when you look at short term, everything seems like doesn't make sense, everything is painful. But when you focus on your long term goal, you're able to control 7 killings. Okay, all right, nice. So we have go through how many steps here just now? We have go through 4 steps. So and the next one I'm going to talk about is rather interesting. So at least to me. Okay, hold on. Let me see how do I share this. Okay, all right. So the 5th part here is about luck transformation. Okay, all right. So this is the 5th part here for today, the activation, and it's like this. How many of you here, after you go through step 1 to number 4 just now, yeah, it seems like you doesn't fit any of them. You only fit all the bad things. All the good things, you're not belong to any of those category. How many of you actually falls into that scenario? Okay, so many of you here, right? So therefore, this is your final chance. Step number 5, right? You better make sure you belong to this, right? Other than that, there are no step number 6. Yeah, there are no anchor here, right? So this is the 5th part here. All right. So yes, final countdown, final count. So now this is we're talking about luck transformation is like this. If you if you don't have so-called the good luck pillar, not only your current one, but the next one or the next 30 years is quite demotivating, right? If you get to know this. So then now let me share with you. If you want to solve this problem, there are ways to do it. Do you want to learn? Do you want to learn how to do this? Okay, nice. So let me show you this part. Right, what we did just now, we focus a lot in the luck pillar, right? So I'm going to explain to you traditionally what people do here. So they're going to look at the current luck pillar, right? So if the current luck pillar is like this, the current luck pillar, let's say is this one. If the discover is not good, they go to look for here. If it's not good, you look for here. So if it's not good, go to look for here. All right, so they keep actually looking until they find, okay, all right, 72 years old, you're going through a good luck. But come on, right? What can you do at the age of 72? Is it mean you need to waste all the timing here and doing nothing? No, right? So therefore, how do we solve a chart that have actually the fast forward maybe 40 years also doesn't have the beautiful or the good elements there? Then therefore we need to look outside of the box, because a lot of people think they are only option 1 and option 2, A and B, but there are one governing forces that's even bigger than this that can transform your destiny, is the period luck. Okay, how many of you here heard about period? Okay, some of you do, some of you didn't, right? So period is the transition of energy, right? Between every 20 years, the energy will change. So this energy will change. It's just like, if you look at the economy, there's an industrial age. Yeah, now it's an IT age, right? It's keep changing. So in Chinese metaphysics, the period is also changing. So as shown on the screen right now, the period 9 is coming. Right, if you look at here, the period 9. So the period 9 started at 2024 until 2043 for the next 20 years. So just now, yeah, let's say you discover that your chart is not good, a lot of things is not good. There is a chance for you to reset it. Do you like this word or not? So you can actually level or leveling down the playing field. So now you actually can compete at the same level. And you think about this, right? How many of you here have the opportunities to actually live in between the transition period, yet you still can be productive to do something? If right now you're already 80 years old, this period 9 transition mean nothing to you, right? Because you're already retired. Yeah, so you just want to enjoy life. What if right now you're only like 8 years old or 7 years old? Then this transition might not be important to you, right? So therefore, I don't want you to think that this one is, if I miss this, then I can just look for the next one. If you want to look for the next one, it's another 20 years. So how old are you then? Right? So I say in one way, I would say that we are fortunate in a way we live in a moment of the period transition where we can reset something at the age we're still able to do something. You guys understand what I'm talking about? Right? You could be at any age right now, but yet you are in this time, right? So, and this is what I'm going to share with you. And because some of you are brand new here, let me tell you first. This is the current energy we are in, period 8. This period 8 will end at 2023, and you move to 2024. All right, so you keep changing. So in period 8, they have different governing energy. So just give you some example here. In period 8, young guy is the king. You see a lot of successful guy, young, like Mark Zuckerberg, right? And then Snapchat. You see a lot of people that become billionaire during this period 8. Yes, right? Even like young president. Barack Obama is also one of the young president. So he's here, right? So now, and you see this transition happen. So in this transition happen here, this one, period 9 here is about this word here. Okay, woman. So how many of you here discover you're a woman? Just discover accidentally. If you're not, I advise you to check right now just to be sure. Okay. So which means that this era will be ruled by women. Women power. So like women president, leadership, and all those things, right? Is period 9, right? Is Li Gua. So there are much more, right? I just give you a concept here. And one thing here, right? So one more, this is something trivial, but I just share with you. There will be a lot of young guy who will fall in love with old women. Okay, another trend. Now I'm telling you. So which means that there are also a lot of older women seeking for young guys. Okay, are you happy? There's so much more thing, right? I just give you some few things here. Some important, some is trivial. Okay, one more thing is trivial for you. The chubby will become the new beauty. Okay, people don't like skinny women anymore. That one is period 8. Okay, so people right now they like meaty women. If you're double chin, then you're pretty. Okay, some will say hooray, right? Okay, is it good news to a lot of you here? Oh, it seems like. Okay, give me 5 if you are. Okay, yeah. So of course there are a lot of changes happening, right? And then now let me tell you. Yeah, do you realize that if you watch a lot of our I would say fashion advertisement right now, right? I want you to pay attention. Don't wait until 2024. Even right now, do you notice this change happening, guys? Yes, right. Now people celebrate their beauty regardless their body size. Right? It's about embracing who they are. If you look at a lot, one of my friends actually work in, some of you say Victoria's Secret, right? Big model. Yes, it is. So you think about this, right? If you are running a fashion company right now, is this information important to you? Yes, it is. Right? So you can plan, right? So many business revolve around this. And you know that now women become richer, right? You know where is the money going to. There's so many things you can do. And when this is changing, this point is the starting point is 2017. Okay, you see the sign happening. Although I say 2024 is the period 9, right? But you start to see the trend are happening since 2017. Yeah, this is what I tell all the students as well. Because I share with them period 9 is not this year I'm sharing with them. I shared with them 2 years ago. Okay. Yeah, so some of them that take action, they actually build a successful business out of it, and also by knowing this. So do you think by knowing all this in advance is important? Even your luck pillar is not good, but if you become period 9 compliant, would it be do you anything good? Yes, it is. Right? Would you like to know more about period 9? For the next 20 years, you can plan ahead. Okay, so let me tell you first. What is this period 9 affect? First of all, the period 9 is here. Period 9 will affect your default destiny. Default destiny means your pazi. All right. So maybe you discover that your pazi is not that good. Right. But in period 9, right, that you might see that there's certain aspect of your pazi, the good one could be activated. Or maybe you have a good pazi, maybe in period 9, the power will be reduced. Yeah, so it will affect your default destiny. Of course, it will also affect the career development, yeah, because the trend, period 9 trend will be different. Yeah, women is just one of them, right? There are much more, right? And then, and you know that the business, right? Like just I mentioned to you, one thing already changed. If your business actually you're serving women, right? Your customer are women. Don't you think it's at least you know that I know this quite generic, but do you realize this is the right direction for you to grow? If you learn how to sell to women or how to market to women, is it an important skills or not? Tell me. Do you realize you use a different way to sell depends on the gender? Do you know that whenever women say is fine, actually what they mean is not fine? Do you know that? Whenever they say it's fine. Yeah, I learned it the hard way as well. After a few times, only I understand. Okay, yeah, that is, you need to learn this. Right? All the women know what I'm talking about, right? So yeah, there's a different way. Yeah, we communicate differently. Okay, so how about investment? Yes, it will affect the investment, and that is important. Feng shui. Yeah, no good feng shui will last forever. So to bad feng shui. Yeah, remember this. Yeah, let me repeat this again. No feng shui will last forever. Yeah, the good one, not the good one, even neither the bad one. It will change. So in period 9, yeah, the way feng shui operate will be different, right? So if you want to benefit from it, you need to know what is period 9 feng shui is. So how about the well-being also is important in period 9? Yeah, different. And then how about relationship? I relationship is a very important aspect in someone's life. Do you want to actually make it better? How do you connect people better? And finally, luck pillar. Right? So sometimes discover luck pillar, oh, I don't have a good one there, a lot of seven killings, right? So many things. So maybe when your luck pillar interact with period 9 energy, it will be different. Okay. So this is the part that the period 9 is important. Therefore, this is about the power of anticipation. So let me ask you, among this area, this 8 aspect I'm telling you, which one you are more interested in? Okay. Yeah, some of you say all. Okay, if you have to choose one. Okay, investment, well-being, fulfillment. Okay, all right, nice. Okay, all right. Okay, cool. So maybe can I share with you something about BaZi first? Something? Yeah, there's so many things, right? I cannot share everything. Yeah, it will take me like few days to do it. So now, in BaZi, some BaZi will become great. So I actually categorize this into one thing called period 9 compliant. They are different words. Words number 1, words number 2, words number 3. Right, so there are certain formula to it. So shall I share with you verse number 1? Yeah, there are a lot. I cannot share everything, but I share with the verse number 1 first. So in period 9, one of the element I like a lot in the BaZi in period 9 is this. Okay, what can you see on the screen? Okay, sin metal. Okay, so now do you check your chart? Do you have sin metal or not? Okay, all right. This is not all the formula. This is one of them, right? If you don't have it, it's fine, right? There are so many other words. This is only words number 1. Guys, don't get depressed yet. I know some of you start to get depressed. Don't. Okay, delay first. All right, nice. Okay, so yin metal, yeah, verse number 1, according to verse number 1 of period 9 compliant verse, yin metal is the one. Let me show you a example. The best one will be at the top. Okay, all right, let me show you a chart here. Okay, Joey Lim say Phil finally got something. Okay, good. Okay, for this person, does this person fulfill to period 9 compliant verse number 1 or not? Yes. You see a yin metal here? at the year. Yin metal, right? Exactly, it's the same thing. All right. Okay, so this element you can discover at the top, yeah, or at the bottom, right? The best will be at the top. How many of you here have it at the top? Either one, either the year, month, day, and hour. Okay, nice. If you don't have it at the bottom, also okay. They are better than nothing. Okay, all right. So you contains one of the powerful period 9 seeds in your barter chart. Okay, now the next, the next logical question would be, what does it mean, right? So great is not enough. Yeah, of course, I need details, right? So what is the detail? Let me bring back the chart first. Okay, what's so great about it? So let me show you the commentary on this. Okay, this one. I want you to pay. Do you see the chart right now? Yeah, okay, this part. In period 9, that will bless with powerful noblemen. All right. Okay, nice. Okay, can you see or not? Yeah, this is the commentaries. Yeah, great for this. This is they are blessed with powerful noblemen. Yeah, nobleman means there's someone that can help them. This is super powerful. But this nobleman here will be a bit they are the aggressive one. They are more straightforward. They might scold you, yeah, but they can help you. These are the tough noblemen. They could be the Hulk. Yeah, next time you see Incredible Hulk, they are your new friend. Yeah, make some Hulk friends first, right now. If your same matter is that. Okay. All right. So you need to plan, right? You need to plan. Now you know you have this power. Yeah, come with bigger responsibility. All right. So someone say the Hulk can be a female or not? Yes. Right. As long as you look like a Hulk, mean aggressive. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Don't worry if you don't have. I know some of you say, if I don't have, then how? No, this is just. That's why I purposely write down here. This is verse number 1. Okay. If you miss this, you can be something else. Okay. Let's not get. Let's get over it. Okay. Cool. Nice. Okay, so and okay, tell me again, in period 9, male or female is more powerful? What did I told you just now? Okay, female, right? Yeah, this one I think is whenever anyone who learn Chinese metaphysics, they're going to tell you this, right? Female is a power because Li Gua, in the attributes of Li Gua is related to female, and you don't need to be a high level metaphysician to know that. Yeah, even you learn feng shui in the basic level, you already know Li Gua is equivalent to women. All right, so therefore it's not something like a secret kind of information, right? It's more like a general knowledge. If you know metaphysics, this one is like in the basic level of it. Okay, but do you want to stick with the basic level or you want to go higher? Tell me. Right, I know everyone keep talking about, okay, Li Gua is woman, right? Until it become a cliche already. Right? Yeah, so what else? Okay, so now I know that a lot of guys might feel, hey, it's unfair, right? How come it's only female, right? So, but think about this, right? You can do female business, right? Yeah, you can think about idea or service to serve this group, right? You still can be a winner. Make sense? Okay, all right. Now, let me share with you one more thing here for you to think about. Yeah, this is for you to think about. This is like kind of like a teaser for you. Like you watch a Ranger movie, right? Yeah, in the end, there always ending credits. Yeah, to lead you for more. And this is something that I want you to think about. Okay, what do you see on the screen right now? The new challenger. Yeah, just now we think that the female will become powerful, right? And in the period 9 or any period, there always a yin and yang. Right? They're always like there's an Apple, there's always a Microsoft or Samsung. There's always another one coming up, right? So I purposely doesn't show the face. because beside a middle-aged woman, there are another group of people also powerful. They are the challenger to the Li Gua in period 9. Yeah, this is advanced period 9 study. Okay, just now the Li Gua for for women, that one is kindergarten level. All right. Okay, yeah. So you might think some of you say Kangkwa kids. I don't know yet. I already tell you. I let you to think about it. I want to sleep on it and to think about this. Yeah, that's a new challenger. So just now, all the Li Gua, you're so happy, right? Yes, yes, yes. Now you have a challenger. Chun Cha say, I hope it's a kids. Don't know yet. Okay, yeah. So for you to think about, yeah, there's a purple color cape. Yeah. So some of you say why the challenger is so small. Don't know. I won't reveal any information yet. Yeah, but I want you to think about. Okay, but I want one thing here. Purple color, is number 9, right? Yeah. If you learn purple star, purple white. What I'm talking about, purple white feng shui. Number 9 star is purple. Okay. All right. So how many of you here would like to learn more about period 9? I mean, seriously. Yeah, I want someone who actually think that this is something that can bring value to you. Okay. All right. So if you are, because to tell you here in this year, I would like to actually up the period 9 challenge on not only for you but also for myself. I taught period 9 since 2 years ago, and every time I teach it, I always upgrade or add new stuff inside, right? So, and because I don't, this is who I am, right? So, like last time I talked about Li Gua, right? Now there's a new challenger to the Li Gua, right? So we also need to know, right? So what it is, yeah, what do you need to deal with, right? So and it's not, this is normal, because in the Yin and Yang, there is no one thing that lead everything. You guys agree or not? If you look at Apple, they're always on Microsoft, and nowadays as a Samsung, they're always two things, right? If there's a Coke, there's a Pepsi. Do you realize this thing keep happening around the world? So what makes you think there's only women, Li Gua? There's always the other one, right? So if you study Chinese metaphysics, we need to understand the aspect of Yin and Yang, right? So they're always a challenger. What if you know all these things here, we good, right? So therefore, I would like to actually compile all this knowledge and all these things here. And I want to share with you on this program. If you are interested, let me share with you. This is my new program called Period 9 Masterclass. Okay. All right. So this one will be conducted via live stream. So it's online. So you can learn at the comfort from your own home. And then this, the date here will be 27 to 28 November 2021. Okay. All right. So this is only for who is interested, yeah, to actually make period 9 the best period ever for them. All right. That is my intention to do this. So if you want to actually learn this, yeah, this would be the best program to do. Okay, all right. Yeah, so I upgraded the program. Yeah, this is the thing here. And now, so what the whole purpose is like this: period 8 is going to over, right? So period 9 is coming. So one thing here, the whole purpose of this program here is don't talk about achieve something great first, right? So we also need to talk about protect yourself first. Agree? Right? Instead of achieving first, talk about what you want to make, what you want to achieve. You need to be strong first. Right? So I think one of the reasons you want to learn this is to protect yourself by asking yourself a question: are you period 9 compliant or not? Right? So you want to earn this badge first. Yeah, that's the first thing I'm going to do. Yeah. So does it make sense? Right? Before offense, you need to go for defense first. Okay. All right. Nice. So now, what I'm going to actually do here, there are a few things I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about BaZi activation for period 9. Right? So remember, just like talk about the verse number 1. Yeah, there are different verses to it. So I'm going to talk about your BaZi. So you need to check whether your BaZi is period 9 compliant, right? And how do you make it better? Okay. Wow, so many of you here already enrolled. All right. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yes. Yeah, thank you for all of you here, because I've been told that we have an overwhelming response for this. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. So I see from the chat box, I see who you are. I recognize all of you. Okay, now, The next one here is I'm going to also share about what are the 9 big transformation that will affect your career and your business. Okay, in period 9. And also, just now someone asked about feng shui. We talk about period 9 compliant feng shui, not only on for your own stay, how about for investment as well? Do you want to learn how to do this for the next 20 years? Okay, all right. Now, and how about romance and relationship in period 9? Yeah, don't you think relationship is important? Yes, it is, right? Because the quality of our life is the direct reflection of our relationship. Okay, yeah, think about this. Every time we achieve something, we get promoted. The first thing in our mind is what? To call someone to share our happiness with, right? Yeah, so therefore, we cannot afford to not to learn about this. And also, how about this? 7 spiritual laws of success and happiness in period 9. And you know that period 9, spirituality is one of the big thing in period 9. Okay, so if you're a parter coach, you're NLP, you're doing hypnosis, Reiki, is a big thing in period 9. So I think that in this period here, also a lot of people will have depression. Yeah, just to tell you upfront. So therefore, is always equip ourselves with spiritual laws, strengthen our spirituality, and the 7th law. Why is important? Because the in period 9, there will be more mental health more than ever. Right? You see more suicidal case. You see a lot of people have mental health. So therefore, if you have a strong, I want you to be trained. Yeah, have a strong spiritual in terms from spiritual aspect. So you have the emotional strength, to handle uncertainty. Right. So therefore, I think this is important. I chose to include this into this year period 9 program. Yeah, because I think it's so important. And also, of course, happiness in period 9. Do you guys agree with this? Yeah, because if you are a psychologist, you discover that a lot of people will get depressed. Yeah, so especially in period 9, right? So you not only want to equip yourself with this, you also want to equip your family, right? Remember we talked about protection. Yeah, this is the protection we are talking about. Okay, so it's not something to fear about, but it's something to learn because now it's not happened yet, right? There's always something you can do about it. Okay, so for someone that have some feng shui knowledge, yeah, so this year I will do something different as well, which I didn't do last time. Is about purple white script. Okay, so purple white script, because why is purple white? Because the word purple white script is a feng shui system, but the purple means number 9. Yeah, because the number 9 is purple color. So in another way here is you notice that purple white script or purple white feng shui will be used intensively and very powerful in period 9. Yeah, so I'm going to do something about it. But if you're a beginner, right, you know, hey, what I wasn't talking about, what is this purple white script? Don't worry, right? So I'm going to actually teach you how to use it. Yeah, you don't need to understand it to use it. Just like driving a car, right? You don't need to understand how the engine works for you to drive. Yeah, so yeah, purple white is very powerful. This is what I use for my own feng shui as well. So I see there's a need for me to focus more on this, which I didn't do this in the last program. So I'm going to choose to do this in this year as well. Okay. All right. So I hope this one will satisfy both sides as well, the beginners and also the someone that already doing this. Okay. All right. So then how to achieve all this thing here? Here go the next challenge, right? So therefore, this is the solution to win big in period 9. So I'm going to use BaZi, Feng Shui, Yi Jing, and Shimen Dunjia in a way, cohesively, to achieve the result. Because in the new world of period 9, is a new problems. So I discovered that one single system is no longer sufficient to solve the complex problem. Right? So you need omni system. So do you like this or not? Yeah, I put a lot of hard work on this. Right, so I cannot wait to share with all of you here. So, and then let me answer one question here first. Some of you ask, hey, I don't know anything about Chinese metaphysics. Am I suitable to do this or not? Why not? Only one thing is required from your part, the desire to become better. That's all I ask from all of you here. Right? If you have that desire in you, this is the right program for you. Yeah, if you're just here for fun, just enjoy yourself, I would say rather you don't waste your time. Right? So yeah, this part you need to be clear, yeah, on your side. Okay, so some of you ask, yeah, how do I proceed? Where's the link? Yeah, this is the link for you. Yeah, so this is the investment price is 997 if we're going to do this live class, right? We're going to rent a hall and all those things. Before pandemic, yeah, this would be the price. I'm going to actually conduct this. But now we're going to doing this online, right? So we no need to pay the rental cost for the hotel and then all the AV system. So we pass back the saving to all of you here. So you can actually learn this at a very affordable price of 297. Yeah, we can actually, you can actually save a lot, right? You don't need to travel here. So the investment cost here is just 297. How many of you here would like to join this program? Type the word me right now. So I can talk to all of you here. Okay, all right. So, and to join this is the link. Okay, so this is the link here is joeyup.com/P9 Masterclass. And then there's a QR code. You can actually send to this address. Okay, so pay attention to the chat box right now, the link there. Okay, and those of you already joined, I see so many of you already joined. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, so I'm going to make your investment worthwhile. That's my promise for you. Okay. Yeah, so I've loved so much content. Yeah, so I will select the best one to share with all of you here. Okay. All right. So now, one more thing. Yeah. So one more thing. Yeah. So looking for this, right? Okay. For the first 20 only, if you're interested, right? If you're first 20 only, to encourage you further. So I'm going to open this to all of you here, but not your friend. Only for those people who attend today now, right? For the first 20 only, you're going to get one bonus. Do you want bonus or not? Okay. All right. So this is the one. For the first 20, you're going to get this additional bonus training called How Do You Neutralize Bad Luck Using Qi. Do you like this? Okay. Yeah, this is I haven't taught this before because I think this is the right time. Yeah, because people are talking about luck and all those things, right? How about using Qi to do this? And for those who already enrolled earlier, you're gonna get this bonus. Do you know that when you enroll earlier, I didn't even announce the topic, but you sign up anyway, right? You have faith, right? Thank you for that. Yeah, this is the one that we are talking about. For those who enrolled earlier, you're gonna get this. Don't worry. Okay, but that time when you enroll, I didn't tell you the title, right? I just tell you it's a training, a secret training. Now I officially announce to everyone here. I will say this would be the great additional bonus. Do you like this bonus? Yeah, so it's for everyone here. Yeah, so now, if you're, and some of you here, this is the link. If you're interested to join right now, yeah, to get the bonus as well. And now, you're gonna, when you get for sign up for today, you're gonna get this bonus. How do you neutralize bad luck using Qi? Okay, all right. So thank you. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad that all of you here like this. And if you worry you cannot make it to the dates of the class, right? So all live stream events you have limited replay. All right, so you're gonna have like 30 days to watch as many times you want, right? It's just in case you miss it. Okay, all right. So now, this is the program I'm going to bring the closest period 9 experience ever to you, right? So you're able to feel it. So instead of just memorize stuff, I want you to actually experience what period 9 is, right? So I think some of you actually attended. How many of you attended my previous recent program, Awaken? Right. So yeah, do you see that there's the experience of learning, right? The slide and everything, right? So our team always try to strive to the next level. Yeah, so the next one we are aiming for is this period 9 program. Yeah, so, and I'm looking forward to this. So now think about this. There are 20 years. Yeah, period 9 represent 20 years. There are only 2 choices here. Yeah, one choices here is problematic. Another choice is prosperity. Both also start with the letter P. Problems or prosperity. Are you looking forward to this program? Okay. You have any question about registration or enrollment, right? You can talk to the team. Mark, Shimo, and Corinne is here. Yeah, in the chat box. Yeah, because this session haven't ended yet, right? You can talk to them. They're very friendly personnel here. Talk to them, ask them questions, asking about your concern, you know. So, And okay, so I just received a message from the team. The payment page right now is a bit lag. I think a lot of people actually paying for it. So just hang on for a while. Yeah, let the bottleneck pass. Then you can continue again, right? So remember just to click the terms and condition before you move on. Otherwise, you might mistaken the page is hanged, but actually it's just because you haven't checked the terms and condition. Okay, all right. Okay, someone asked about if you enroll earlier, will you get the bonus? Yes, you're going to get it. Guys, for those who enroll earlier on, yeah, you consider the early bird, you're going to get it, the bonus. Yeah, the bonus I announced just now, how do you neutralize the ballot using human? You're going to get this. Yeah, don't worry. Okay. Okay, so now someone asked about the sharing of the page. So this is the one, the link. I think the team will also type in the link again on the chat box right now, just in case you want to actually look into it, right? So you, ask yourself, is it worth it or not? All right, so I will say thank you for taking your time attending this webinar. And this webinar is not end yet. If you have any question, the team is still here, to address your question, or about your chart or whatever it is. Yeah, so about the program, or you just want to know about, what you learned just now, the team, hopefully they can help you on that. Okay, so, and other than that, I would say that I'm going to see you, I hope to see you soon. Yeah, apart from the period 9 program, I'm going to see you in maybe my Telegram channel, right? So I can connect with you there. Then I'm going to announce any upcoming new webinar, right? So you can join me there, and also new contents there, right? So let's connect from then onwards. So till then, I wish all of you here have a healthy life, take care, stay safe. I shall see you again anytime soon. All right, so take care.